What's good, sneaker community? It's your guy, Guilty White Boy, the regular guy Sneakerhead, and I'm back with another episode of Sneaker Talk. Nike is releasing an Air Force One for 2025 Valentine's Day. The shoe will be predominantly white with red and pink. The swoosh will be pink, and it'll have some red color blocking. As you see, it features red shoelaces and a red bottom. I like the color blocking of these. I don't collect Air Force Ones, but I do like the color blocking of these here. This decent looking pair. It also features hearts, little hearts all over the shoe too, as you can see in the pictures. If you look up close, there's little hearts all in the background behind the swoosh on those little panels on the side. And also on the toe box, instead of having the little holes or perforations for breathability, it has hearts cut out. It comes with a hang tag that looks like the heart candy that used to come out for Valentine's. They probably still make it. I haven't paid attention, but the heart candy that would come out with different Valentine's type phrases on it and says perfect pair. And you can guarantee that they're going to be releasing around Valentine's Day. Let me know your thoughts on this pair. Is this a pair you be looking forward to grabbing, or do you want to grab it for your significant other for a Valentine's present? In other Air Force One news, Drake's Nocta Air Force One Citron Tint is expected to be releasing December 2024. He also has a pair, which colorway is Cobalt Tint, said to be releasing spring 2025. As you can see, here's a look at the Citron Tint, and then a look at the Cobalt Tint. Now, to me, these just look like plain Air Force Ones, nothing major to them. I mean, if I was into ones, I'll be honest, these would probably be a pass for me, but there might be other people who are into this and are Drake fans and who would love to have these, and I'm not knocking you for it. If you're one of those guys who love these pairs, or if it's something about them that I don't know about that might make me respect them more, feel free to leave it in the comments. In Jordan brand news, we have an upcoming Air Jordan 3 El Grito. From the looks of the speculative mock-up, it's going to be mostly black with either white or maybe some silver in it. Now, this is just a mock-up based off early news on what the colorway is going to be and which silhouette. As of right now, we don't have any more details. We could probably expect these to be releasing in September, just like the El Grito 5 that came out this year. But other than that, I mean, there's not much more we know about this release. I spoke about this release in another one of my sneaker talks, but at the time, all we knew was that it was an Air Jordan 3 Mex, or Mexico, coming out. Now we know that that Air Jordan 3 is the Air Jordan 3 El Grito. And you can see the speculative mock-ups here. As soon as I get any more news or details on this pair, you can bet I'm going to be bringing them to you. Let me know your thoughts on these. Is this a pair you're looking forward to seeing more of? And is this a pair you'll be looking forward to copping in 2025? In other news, LeBron was seen on court with a new version of LeBron 22, a real tree camo version of the LeBron 22. Now, me personally, I've never owned a pair of LeBrons. I'm not a big LeBron shoe fan. I don't have nothing against LeBron. I'm just not a LeBron fan. I don't watch basketball anymore. I quit watching after Mike quit playing. But some of his earlier shoes I did like. I am a fan of. I just don't own them. But these 22s, I'm really not digging. Like I always say, to each their own, you know. Just because I don't like it don't mean you shouldn't or can't like it, or don't mean it's not cool or hip. None of that. Who am I to say? I like what I like, you like what you like. I'm just not a fan of LeBron's. But I gotta bring you the news as I get it. So, for those who do like LeBron's, Here's a look at the Real Tree Camo LeBron 22. Is this a pair you'll be looking forward to picking up? Let your boy know in the comments. In Kobe news, we have a total orange colorway of the Nike Kobe Protro 6. I like some of these Kobe shoes myself, man. I mean, there's a whole lot of other sneakers than Jordans that I like out there. I just do not collect them because it's hard enough for me to buy every pair of Jordans I want. If I tried to buy every pair of sneakers that I like, man, I wouldn't be able to take care of my obligations. It'd get out of control, man. So I just got to stick to one thing. But I do like other pairs. However, this pair is not one I'm a big fan of. Just a solid orange just doesn't do it for me. But others might like it. If you do, let me know in the comments. And more Jordan news, Snapchat gives its users a chance to cop the Air Jordan 11 Legend Blue or Columbia Blue early. November 29th, Snapchat users were able to tap into a game-filled lens to begin a series of 4 missions recreating the experience of standing in a line waiting to get a pair of shoes. Now, while in that line, you can engage with others, bounce a basketball, all that good stuff. And then an old head sneakerhead will even come up and give you a link to get early access to the shoes, like it's somebody in real life coming up and saying, hey, you ain't got to stand in this line. Come on with me. I can get you a pair right now. And then when you click on the link, it tells you that you'll be getting a special notification on December 6th to purchase the shoes a week before they release from sneakers. Now, to me, this is genius in more way than one. I mean, it helps them get rid of more pairs. It's like a whole nother shock drop. It's promotion for their pairs, and it's promotion for Snapchat. It'll make people who don't even get on Snapchat but love sneakers rush to Snapchat just to try to get exclusive access to a pair. I mean, not only is it getting you the pair early, but it seems like it's guaranteeing you a pair. Now, we all know these probably aren't going to be a hard pair to get. If you want these, you're probably going to be able to get these for retail. But you're guaranteed you can get them for retail and early if you use this Snapchat early link and go through the whole little process. And I think just the experience of it too is neat. Now, I didn't do it. It was over with on November 29th, so it's not something you can do now. But I think it was a good thing, and I think more apps should get into things like this. I think sneakers should start getting into more things like this, and I think Snapchat should keep doing it. Who agrees with me? Do you agree that other apps should take a cue from Snapchat and start doing things like this too, to give people early access or exclusive access to some of these coveted releases? And if you were somebody who participated in this Snapchat early release, let your boy know in the comments more about it. Now, if you tuned in to my last few Sneaker Talk videos, then you know I spoke about the Air Force One C-Glass and the Dunk Low C-Glass. Well, the Nike Cortez has its own version of the C-Glass coming out. Here's a look at it now. Now, just like the Air Force One and the Dunk, it's pretty much the same concept. This shoe just has a lot less of the C-Glass. It's more like focused around just the swoosh on the side of the Cortez. Now, I don't know if that's because the materials or just the simplistic look of a Cortez. They wanted to keep it simple and not overdo it. But here you see, this is the Cortez LX C-Glass. So now this pack isn't 2 sneakers, it's 3. Who knows? Could be another pair popping up, joining the pack for the C-Glass collection. If it does, I'll guarantee you, I'll tell you about it. What are your thoughts on the Sea Glass pack. And what are your thoughts on this Cortez? Are you a Cortez fan? Do you like Cortezes? Are Dope Mans a pair in your collection? Let your boy know in the comments. Legendary Major League Baseball pitcher and Hall of Famer Randy Johnson is also a major sneakerhead. That's right. For years, he's been collecting dunks, and mainly SB dunks. He's a size 13 sneakerhead too. Now he has an insane, or had an insane dunk collection. This guy had Freddy Krueger's. I mean, all the top expensive, coveted dunks and SB dunks that people want now that are big ticket dunks. He had them. And he even said that a lot of these pairs he's got 2 or 3 of. Pairs that most people wouldn't have one of, he had 2 or 3 of. He got in touch with a reseller and wanted him to sell them for him for $60,000. Reports say he ended up only getting about $50,000. There's no telling what all he got rid of and what all he kept, but the dude had a nice collection, that's for sure. If anybody knows anything about it any more than I do, feel free to leave it in the comments. In more Kobe news, we have an upcoming Kobe 9 Elite Protro Christmas coming for Christmas this year. Now, I'm not a big Kobe collector, as I said, but some of these Kobe's are nice. I do get into some of them. I don't really care for the ones with the high. It's like it's a sock connected to it. You know, it almost looks like a boot. I really don't like those. But once again, to each their own. If you like them, hey, I'm not knocking you. Once again, with the LeBron 22, we have the LeBron 22 Xmas, or Christmas, releasing this December, just in time for Christmas. And here's a look at it. Let me know your thoughts on the LeBron 22 Christmas. More Jordan news. Now, this year has been the year of the Jordan 4 RM. And there have been a plethora of colors being released, man. I mean, old coveted Jordan 4 colors coming back, to new colors, to women's only colors. I mean, they're just coming left and right with them. I just spoke about the bread pair in my last video. Now we've got a 3M reflective pair coming, and these ain't half bad. I mean, truthfully, this is probably one of my favorite pairs out of the RM series thus far. I really like the anthracite Nigel Sylvester pair, and there was a couple other pairs I like, but these are kind of slick here with this 3M on them. I can't front. I haven't picked up a pair yet because I just haven't wanted to spend money on that when there's so many other releases I'd rather buy. But eventually I'll probably end up getting a couple just to have them because I do like them, and this might be one of them. What are your thoughts on this new upcoming Jordan 4 RM 3M reflective? How many sneakerheads remember the linen Jordan 4s and the linen 10s? Well, Jordan Brand is not bringing those two back, although I, and I'm sure a lot of us wish they would, but they are releasing a linen Jordan 9 golf cleat, and they're looking pretty sweet. They're coming out, should be anytime now. It said holiday. Well, Thanksgiving is over. We got Christmas, and then we got New Year's. So any day now they should be coming out. Here's a look at the pair. And like I said, I'm feeling these, man. The linen with the white and then that little bit of blue. I don't know if that's a baby blue or like more like a chambray. But, man, I'm definitely feeling them, man. And it reminds me more of, like, the linen 10s because they had that blue on the bottom of them. Not necessarily that same blue, but they had a light blue on the bottom of them. The Soulfly 10th anniversary 10s were like a nod to those 10s, and they had a similar light blue on them as well. These These are kind of nice though, man. And then especially knowing that you could take those little cleats off and it's pretty much just a regular shoe, just with a harder epoxy bottom, and you could wear them. I mean, you don't have to leave the cleats on. They come off, and then you got a regular shoe you could wear. So these might not be a bad pickup. This might be something when they come out I might even want. I'm not a big fan of Jordan 9s. That's the one silhouette that I'm really not big on. But these don't look half bad. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Jordan 9 linen golf? Now, if you're a Jordan collector or a Nike collector, then I'm sure you know about Chinese New Year's and then the different animals associated with the different New Year's. And every year, Nike has releases. So for this year, we've heard there's going to be a Jordan 1 low, a Jordan 5, and then a low top Jordan 11. Now, we've seen mock-ups and then we've seen a glimpse of the shoe, but now we have several detailed pictures of the shoe that's going to be releasing. And this is a look at the Air Jordan 11 low Chinese New Year, Year of the Snake. It should be coming out in January 2025, if not for sure February. Here's a look at them. And I mean, they're not that bad, man. It's got the snakeskin look to it, but it's different. It kind of looks like it's ballistic material with a snakeskin print on it. Not a bad shoe. I'm not really a big fan of the snakeskin 11s, but this one's okay. Was a pass for me, but the more I see it, the more it's growing on me. I had got rid of all of my low top 11s and then got rid of all of my highs. But this might be a low top 11 I might be willing to grab, man. I don't know. Just have to see how things go whenever it gets closer to release, but these are growing on me. What are your thoughts on the Air Jordan 11 low Chinese New Year, Year of the Snake? Jordan's game worn Air Jordan 9 baseball cleats are coming up for auction. Now, most people only really are concerned with Jordan's basketball career and don't really pay much attention to his baseball career. I really liked baseball a lot when I grew up, so I did. So, like, these would be something dope for me to have, but realistically, can I afford them? No. I mean, you already know a game-worn Jordan anything is going to go for big bank. But these definitely won't fetch as much money as a game-worn basketball pair will. But you can guarantee they'll still get probably 6 figures. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let your guy know in the comments. Now, I have an update on a pair of low-top SB Dunks I spoke about on my last episode, the CSEF Dunks. At the time, all I had was just some pictures of like the branding and the logos on the shoes. Now I have a couple photos of the actual shoe and of the whole shoe so you can see it a little bit better. And they said these are being released for the graduating class of 2025 and will be releasing sometime in 2025. Let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comments. Are these a pair you're looking forward to? We have a women's Nike Dunk Low Year of the Snake releasing in 2025. And from the looks of it, it's going to feature some premium materials. You can guarantee that these will be releasing sometime after the new year in January, maybe early February at the latest. The price should be around $125 for these. And these ain't a bad looking pair, man. If things stay the way they've been in the sneaker game, these could probably be an easy pickup for those that want them in the dunk collectors. What are your thoughts on this pair? Let me know in the comments. We have a first actual look at the Jordan 11 Low Bread. Now, plenty of people have seen the pictures of Mike's personal player exclusive pair of these. But this is the first picture we've seen of an actual pair of the ones that will be releasing next year for everyone to purchase. Now, we don't have many pictures, we just have the one, but not a bad looking pair. Once again, this might be another low top 11 that I might be willing to pick up next year. I've been passing on them for the past couple years. This might be one I pick up. What are your thoughts on this Jordan 11 low top bread? A game worn Jordan 8 playoffs worn in the 93 finals will be auctioning soon. It's expected to fetch upwards of $400,000. These shoes were worn during the first halves of game 4 and 5 during the series that year. Mike made 55 points during game 4 in these shoes. We have an update on the Dornbecker 6. Now, the Air Jordan Dornbecker 2024 is going to be an Air Jordan 6. And here's some pictures of the actual shoes. I mean, the packaging, the extra laces, a good look at the shoes, as well as an expected release date of December 26th, the day after Christmas. This is the second Jordan 6 to come out in the Dornbecker series, and probably will be a harder to get shoe. I mean, I know everybody's getting used to these Jordans going for retail and being an easy cop, but you can guarantee these won't. These will be harder to get. There's not as many pairs of them made, and they're from a coveted series. Personally, I mean, these are a must-have for me. And I'm just a fan of the whole Dornbecker freestyle program and what it stands for. Now, I gotta try to get them, and as soon as I do, I'll bring you guys a review. Let me know your thoughts on this pair. Is this a pair you gotta have? Will you be trying your best to get these like your boy? Or are these a pass for you? Are the colors too much? Do you dig the Dornbecker freestyle program? Do you try to collect all the Dornbecker releases like me? Let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about this Air Jordan 3 fragment sample that popped up in auction during GOAT's Black Friday 2024 event. Now, for those that don't know, every year for the past few years now, I'm not exactly sure how long they've been doing it, but for the past few years, I know they have every year for about a week up until Black Friday, GOAT has an event going on where they have like a curated list of items you can purchase that are like related to all the topics in the event. Then they have a bunch of different auctions going on different days at different times where you can bid to win all types of things, from super exclusive shoes to bear bricks, all types of collectibles. Anything they sell on GOAT is on those auctions. Then they have trivia. And then after the trivia, based on how good you do, you get to do little bonus games to win prizes and tickets and GOAT credits and sneakers and things like that. And then with the tickets you win, they have drops. So every day at different times, they have a different drop. It might be a Jumpman Jack Mocha, and they want you to pay 500 tickets that you earn in the trivia to unlock that drop. And then when it comes out, it's just like on sneakers when you enter for a drop. You get on there and they have this little screen with a little shoe bouncing around. You got to hurry up and tap it and then pick your size and buy it. And then you get it into the draw and hopefully you get the shoe. And then most of the time it's a sneaker. Like for the Jumpman Jacks, they were going for $250. Okay, but you had sneakers that were going for $180 that sell for $2,000. I mean, the list goes on and on. They had some like the Chicago Off-White the 10 that go for $5,000 to $6,000 DS that all you had to do was pay, I believe, 1,000 tickets to enter the drop and then just pay shipping and handling if you win the pair. $0, just shipping and handling, like $15 if you win the pair. And those drops go on at different times all throughout the day, every day. And you use those tickets to enter those drops. Well, during that event, they drop the black low lux, what the duck, Oregon Ducks dunk. And then they auctioned on the last day. The last auction was a Air Jordan 3 fragment look-see sample that had never before been seen until it came up for this auction. And here we have a look at it. It is basically an inverse of the fragments that released. Instead of the black on white fragments that released, we have a white on black fragment. And these don't have the dual branding with the see-through heel tab. These just have a regular Nike Air heel tab. And other than that, I mean, it's pretty much just like the other one, but I have to say these are way slicker. I mean, first of all, they're not going to yellow. The heel tab's not going to yellow. That little bit of white may yellow, maybe, if it's not taken care of well, maybe. But that black is going to be a lot easier to take care of. And to me, it's just a sleeker look. It just to me, it just pops. I wish they would have released these instead. Like I said, these were a look-see sample. For those that don't know, a look-see sample is basically a pair that was made during the early stages of production when they were trying to decide exactly what they wanted to release. So they might have had 8, 9, 10, 12 different look-see sample pairs in front of them in different color blockings and colorways before they finally said, this is the one I'm going to settle on. And that's why we got the white with the black, with the dual branding, with the see-through heel tab. But we've seen a white one with black and blue, and we've seen another sample similar to that, and then now we're seeing this one. Those were all look-see samples. You also have salesman samples, and there's promo samples. There's all different types of samples out there, but these were a look-see sample. And whoever was lucky enough to get these got the pair with the look-see sample tag signed by whoever made them and addressed to whoever they were going to. So, I mean, these were definitely an awesome pair to own. I'm sure they went for way more than most men can afford or most people can afford, but definitely whoever got them, congrats, man, because these are an awesome pair. Let me know what you think about them. Would this be a pair you would love to have in your collection? If you did and you are able to get them, would you put them on your feet and wear them? Anyway, it's your boy, the regular guy Sneakerhead, and this has been another episode of Sneaker Talk. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you watched the whole video and caught all the information. And I want to remind you to please, if you haven't, hit the follow or the subscribe button. And please, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, stay tuned and keep coming back.